So yeah, my name is Rory Lutz. I'm a comedian. I'm in New York City. I'm born and raised in New York. I've been here my whole life. I actually produce and host comedy shows in my big New York City apartment. It's called The Laughing Pad. It's literally The Laughing Pad. I have an Instagram page. I have a Facebook page. I also have another production company called Last Stop Comedy. So I've been doing comedy, actually performing stand-up for roughly 2 years. I think I'm coming into the end of my second year. But I've been talking shit and making jokes for as long as I can remember. I'm in construction, so there's no shortage of people to try out new material or just joke around all day. My whole life is basically filled with the type of people who just joke, right? You know? So I could win my ex back. I got into comedy, so like one day my ex could see me on TV and say, holy shit, like he did it. He actually really did it, you know? I love to make people laugh. I just love to do it on a personal level at work. I'm always finding humor in situations because laughter really is the best medicine. I wanted to challenge myself in life, and I love to speak, and I love to write, and I love to make people laugh. So that combination just lends itself well to stand-up comedy. And but that being said, like, just the earth is really hard, man, and it's designed to make us struggle, right, in most spots. So laughter really is the best medicine. You can have a bad day and your friend can look at you and just make a stupid face, and it can just break the whole mold, the whole temperament. So just my whole goal in comedy is to make people leave my presence in a better mood than when they got here. Now that excludes my dating life, understand? Right? I'm talking comedy at this point. The best gig, the most fun I've ever had on stage was at Greenwich Comedy Club in Greenwich Village. I was doing a joke I do about being woken up on the stage by a guy asking me for a hot dog, and a lady interrupted, and she said she loves Costco hot dogs, and I basically went ape shit for about a minute and a half talking about how Costco hot dogs are the least New York City thing you could ever imagine, right? And how many hot dogs do you eat that you got to buy them in Costco? But that gig in particular, I actually was on the show with 8 other people, and I actually knew and were genuine friends with all 8 other people. So there's something to be said about getting ready to go up on stage and seeing the room full of your friends, you know what I mean? It was for a competition, and I was heckled for my whole 7-minute set by a guy with a brain injury. I thought he was an obnoxious drunk because he was like just in the front row. And I'm like, oh, how could this guy be so drunk at the start of the show? And then the guy booed me for 7 fucking minutes straight. I don't know if you've ever been booed during a set, but getting booed by someone with a brain injury makes it worse. Yeah, I got some shows coming up at the Laughing Pad. I got some shows coming up at Broadway. I recently did the Industry Room. I got some spots coming up from that. I'll be doing The Secret Poor. I'll be doing a bunch of other shows. I try not to go to Brooklyn too much, but there's some good Brooklyn shows. I had a nice run of shows recently last week. You can follow me on a Funny Vegan Dude on Instagram. You can follow me by my name, Rory Lutz, on Facebook. Rory Lutz on TikTok. You could follow The Laughing Pad on Instagram. You could follow Last Stop Comedy on Instagram. These are all places you could come and see this lovely face.
My kid takes Taekwondo, and he has one of these really serious senseis, right? He doesn't crack a smile ever. Until today, he went to throw a roundhouse kick and blew the sickest fart I've ever heard in my life. Unfucking believable, but that's not the best part. He turned to the kids and said, now children, that's how you get raw power.